Good morning, everyone. Lori Marie here, mixed media artist in Vallejo, California. Very fun challenge for today. Challenge number 19. And remember, I am inspiration only, and I am using things that are around my studio. So you would think that my studio was emptying. Yeah, it's not. I still have so much stuff. So anyway, I'm sending off a couple of templates today, and also Pamela, I'm sending off your little love letter today. Judith, I'm finally sending yours off. So I have to leave the house today. I was hoping I wouldn't have to, but there's a few errands that need to be run. So, all right, let's get to it. See you on the table. Okay, I have an idea. We'll see if it works. So these are the supplies that I've gathered this morning before the sun comes up at, yes, dark o'clock at the Jenkins house. I have my drill with kind of a small drill bit on it this morning. I just want to make a starter hole. This is a cigar box that has a little something something in it that I've covered with the foil. That's in another video, working with the foil. I'll leave a link to that one. It's very fun. I'll need my goop until this is gone and I get to get my E6000. This is probably, yeah, it is. It says Levlor. So this is a finial off a curtain rod. I need 4 spools. I have wooden spools, all the same height. My Mod Podge, my fancy blue brush, and some black acrylic paint, and some underpants. I have some around here someplace. I'm going to go with the lighter underpants today because this already has underpants on it that has been smeared with black paint. That's why I have the black paint here. So my intention is to cover these spools with the underpants, smudge it with the black paint, put those on the bottom. Are they too big? Oh, no, we'll make that work. We'll make that work. Glue those on the bottom for feet and put the finial on the top. So it's not a lay-down box anymore, it's a stand-up box. Okay, let's get started. I'm gonna sand that label down so that it will stick to the box. I don't care if there's a label on the bottom. I think that'll be kind of fun, actually. But I'm going to try to keep the underpants from going on the top of the spool. Get ready to get some gooey fingers today. I'm excited about this project. I'm hoping it turns out. Now that would be awesome. All right. Let's grab that brush and that Mod Podge. And let's just start putting underpants on the spools. Since we're working with a round surface there, you're going to have to really work that in. Might just be using my fingers here. Might be easier. All right. Patience, 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 patience. Let's really work that in. Well, that's going to work just fine. You guys want to watch me struggle? All right, I'm on spool number 4, and I'm getting the hang of it. Too bad I don't have a bunch more spools to do. Now that's funny. Just kidding, just kidding. So put a fair amount of Mod Podge on the spool, smaller pieces of paper, Mod Podge on the top of it, and then just work it in. You can probably use white glue for this if Mod Podge is a little bit expensive in your area. Just use some white glue. Anything to get it down there. All right, I'm going to bring all 4 spools back, kind of check, make sure everything's all covered. If it's not, I'm going to add a little bit of paper there. It is hanging over the edges, as you can see. I'll be taking some sandpaper to that to even that out. And let's see, everybody looks pretty good. All right, we're going to set those aside to dry. So here's my box, here's my finial, and here's my drill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little starter hole in about the center, you know how good I am about that, about the center of the box, and then screw this in. And then I'm also going to put some goop around the edge so that it's secure. All right, so let's see if we can figure out where approximately the center is. We'll say about right there. And I'm just going to make a little starter hole. Alright, now I'm going to take my finial and I'm just going to screw it down in there. Now I just made a small starter hole because I want the finial to actually create its own threads going in. And just screw that down. You can use a handle, a knob, anything like that. And beautiful. I'm going to take a coffee stirrer, put some goop on it, and put that around there so that that is secure. Now, nobody likes to see that shiny glue on their projects. So what I will do is, after this dries, I will go in with some acetate fingernail polish remover, and I will remove all that shiny glue that catches the eye, that's unattractive. Look at there. How about that, huh? Now that's fun. Well, perfectly in the center too. Just the way we like it. All right, I'm going to let this dry. Set this aside, let that dry. That is gorgeous. Indeed, I'm going to leave my goop kind of oozing out there. Let's see if these spools are dry. Dry enough? Dry enough for this minute. I'm not going to sand those down yet because they are not that dry. What I'm going to do now is put a little bit of black paint on my work surface. Grab my brush. And just paint the spool. And your fingers. Come in with a paper towel. Remove a lot. Just blot. Blot, blot, blot. Blah, blah, blah. All right, do your other two. So as I'm sitting here and creating the feet for our fun box, I'm thinking, maybe I should have put that finial on last because I'm going to need that box flat on its lid, on its top, to put these legs on. So that'll be a bit of a challenge, and I don't want to take that finial out because I don't want to strip that hole. But we will work around that. All right, I have 4 gorgeous legs for our box, and it's not time to walk away. Let these dry and figure out how I'm going to put the legs on with the finial on the top of that beautiful box. All right, while those are drying, let's peek at the inside, because we have that screw is in there, which kind of protrudes down. So let's take on another challenge with some underpants. And this is a styrofoam egg. While our hands are all gooey, this is a good time to do this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover that with some underpants. Why not, huh? This is a little bit more of a challenge because this is even more curved. But we can do it. We can do it. You're going to really rely on the paper sticking to itself. This is like paper mache. And we will just work that around. So just keep overlapping the paper onto itself. Keep smoothing it down, and it will stick. Or if you have something else that, or maybe you didn't have a big screw that came down, who knows? Maybe you just glued something on the top. I don't know. But I'm just going to keep working this around, sticking it down. Nothing fancy. Gorgeous. Look at that. That's beautiful. All right. I'm going to grab my, well, first I'm going to wipe my fingers off a little bit. I'm going to grab that gesso. And I've grabbed some walnut ink. And I'm just going to paint that somewhat. With my gesso. Oh, look at this workspace. Delicious. And I'm going to bring that walnut spray ink in. Just spot it up a little bit. that's beautiful. All right, a couple more splatters. Come on, there we go. And we will let, gorgeous, we will let that dry. Now we're going to bring our feet back in, and we are going to sand that paper away on the bottoms and the tops. And we will do that on all four. All right, now I'm going to bring my coffee cup in, and I'm going to finish my coffee. All right, cup of coffee gone. Why? Because we need for it to support our box. We are brilliant. So I have the 4 spools ready to glue on. I'm going to grab my coffee stirrer that I've been using this morning. And I'm just going to put some goop on each spool and push it onto our box. There we go. All right, I'm going to do this to all 4 spools. All right, all 4 spools are down. My coffee cup is empty. We will let this dry. Our egg is drying, which is gorgeous. Once that's dry and these are dry, we'll put this inside the box. Now I'm going to take that egg. You know it's not dry, but that's okay. And I'm just going to make a little starter hole. And I'm going to bring my box back in. I'm going to put some goop where that hole is. And I am just going to wind that, just push it. Just push it on. There's enough goop in there to hold that. I love it. I may put some, not may, I'm going to. Put some walnut ink on those legs. Bring out some brown to pick up that brown from him. Now remember, this is a box I had laying around, so I did not have to, it's a cigar box, and I did not have to fool with that. This was simply me making something out of that box. Let's do that. That's good. And there is my amazing box that will stand up on his legs. And you open it up. Ta-da! Oh my. Let's do something here. Alright, I have to cover this with underpants, just this edge. You don't need to see me do that, but when I opened this up, this really caught my eye. This edge where the foil is. So I'll put underpants around that, and then I will spray it with some walnut ink. But, ta-da! Go create, go play, most of all, go have fun. Thanks for playing this morning. This was a blast.